Renzo gang, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Now today is another nostalgic gameplay. And y'all know this is from Sonic the Hedgehog. And this one is the Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And this is one of the stages called the chemical zone. The chemical the chemical plant zone. This is the gameplay for the chemical plant zone. This is the second stage within the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 video game. I ain't gonna lie. This is definitely one of my favorite stages to play when I had the game, for Sega Genesis. Sonic the Hedgehog definitely is one of the GOATs, especially the franchise player when it came to Sega. And Sonic the Hedgehog, this is one of the first games that I've ever played, when I grew up on. Besides, Tekken and Battle Arena to Shinden and other games like that. But Sonic is definitely one of those first games that I've played, growing up. That's why I've every time anyone ever asked me, when it came to Mario and Sonic, I was always a Sonic person. I mean, that's what I grew up playing. I played Mario a little later, but I was always more so on the Sonic turn, because Sonic, came out after Mario, and I'm a '94 baby, so I'm 31 years old. So of course, I was more gravitated to Sonic than I was Mario. Nothing against Mario, but I was just more of a Sonic person. But anyway, that's besides the point. Now, I had to unlock y'all memory with this one, so we just gonna dive on into this video, and yes, this is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This is the one with Sonic and Tails. And I do, if I'm not mistaken, if I can remember correctly, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I think you can choose to, play as Sonic and Tails, and then you can choose to play Sonic alone, and then you could choose to play Tails alone. Or was that the third one? I think it was this one and it was the third one, because the third one that was with Knuckles. And your Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is with Knuckles as well, so you can play with Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles. And when you play with as Tails, like I like how you can, push the button so he can, fly with his tail and whatnot. Yeah, man, like, oh, one of the best games I ever played in my life. Like, nostalgic gameplays, like, this is why I do these type of videos, because these games they're very priceless, and they just don't make video games like they used to back in the video games back then are way more classical than the video games today. I'm sorry, but it's just the games today, it's just I don't too much care for them now. Like the games back in the day, like the late '90s, early 2000s, like the mid 2000 up to the 2010s. That's when video games were at their peak. So with that being said, Renzo game, that's why I do these type of nostalgic gameplay videos, because these are just way too priceless, and they're just way too nostalgic, and like they will always go down, in the back of everyone's brain. Like before I even got a YouTube channel, I've always said, like, what, I always used to watch, like, like old school gameplays, just to sit and just watch them for like hours, just to reminisce on my childhood. And I was like, since I got a YouTube channel, I'm just gonna just find like video game clips, like old school video game play clips, and then just react to them. And I know that you guys like these videos because you guys will be wanting more. So if you guys want more of these, I'm gonna put a poll up again, and you guys can just vote. Because right now I'm doing this and I'm doing a Crash Bandicoot. And if you guys want to see these two and then maybe possibly a Spyro, I'll put the poll up and you guys can just vote, like whatever get the most votes, of course, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for y'all. And and I'll just go from, most votes to middle to least votes, and then I'll just react to all of them. But with that being said, Renzo game, let's dive on into it. You feel me? We're gonna get started. Let's get it. Oh yeah, that tells me. Oh, I used to hate them blue worms. When you get 100 rings. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, so he ain't got tails with him. Okay. Oh, you get caught with that Sonic. You gotta be careful. I used to love hearing that. Don't let that spider grab you. One thing I hate about this, when you get into the water, you can't stay in it too long. That was a little shield. And if you sit there for a while, you just start getting patient looking at it like, seriously, come on. That blue water. Boxes of rings, 10 rings per minute. There we go. There we go. Bro, I swear, like, this is good. God, bring back memories. I used to switch back and forth, you know, to let tails take the heat so I don't lose my rings. I was such a bad person. When you get 100 rings, you get that extra, you know, that extra Sonic life. And I think you get the emerald out of this if you get all the rings you can. You hit that, you got lucky. Some of these Sonic stages like my life, man. If I had ability like Sonic, man, I'm telling you, I'd be unstoppable. Emerald. You got the emerald. Chaos emerald. You gotta get one more chaos emerald. So you get the super Sonic. Let that thing go. Okay, you up under the water now. Look how slow you go. Be patient, be patient. You can tell this person played risky. Well, that person got down to business. That person got down to business quick. So he getting mad. All right, Renzo gang. That was the Sonic gameplay, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 gameplay, and that was the Chemical Plant Zone. That was definitely one of my favorites. It was that the first one, the Emerald Point, the Emerald stage, and then you had the Arctic Ruin, you had the casino. I love the casino, and you had the other one where you was like yeah, that one. Anyway, but yeah, I love doing these type of gameplays like these because these are just like video games back in the day were just priceless. It you just could not you just couldn't beat it. Video games back then it were just so priceless. Honestly, man, I wish I could just, have a group of friends, just have like a game night, with the old school games. I don't care if it's Donkey Kong, Mario Party, Sonic, even the old school Tekken fighting games like Soul Calibur. I don't care. I just really, I really enjoy these type of gameplays. I really do. This is why I do these. So I'm gonna start putting up more polls. If you guys want more, just go to my channel and just go vote or request them down in the comments down below. And I'm also gonna have make sure you guys check the description because I'm always gonna have the link to my playlist to any type of videos like whatever reaction videos I do. So just click that hit that link down below in the description and take you right to that playlist. For this one, I'm gonna have the link down below to my nostalgia gameplay playlist. So you just go down there and click that link, and it'll take you right to my playlist. So any old school video game plays that you want to see, just go right to it. Okay, Renzo Gang. Now I appreciate y'all for even stopping by, even just checking this out. I like that memory back there, didn't I? So post some comments down below. Let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed this reaction video, hit that like button, share, and subscribe to you, boy, so you can get more of these. You feel me? I love y'all, Renzo Gang. I will see y'all next time. You feel me?